whom I have created in my image, in my likeness, that has my ability in him. This is why you are anointed.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. If you're still listening to Lovy Elias, shame on you. There is a reason why we say do not listen to Lovy Elias. He is not to be trusted. He has no control or understanding of the scriptures, and likely he has no interest in being controlled by the scriptures, by the text. He has no interest in learning and growing in the text. He has an interest in promoting himself and twisting the text to do so, which the Bible has warned us that there will be people that would do so. I want you to listen to what he's trying to get at, what he's trying to say. And really the point is not even so much his point, although we'll deal with his point, but listen to how he twists the text or how he misunderstands the text. And it's really something basic, something simple. And if you can mishandle it this badly on something basic that doesn't take more than a few seconds to look up and find out what the word means, what else has he done so in?
Your troubles are an opportunity to see God. You see, if there was no chaos that happened when Satan was kicked out of heaven, then we would have never known the restoration power of God. Because in Genesis chapter 1, what you see is not God creating, but you are seeing God restoring. How do we know God is restoring? Because you see him calling things out. Let this produce after its kind, this produce after its kind, this produce after its kind. He is not making them, but he's calling them. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Then God goes to Adam and says, be fruitful and multiply and replenish. The word replenish means do it again. If I have a drink and I drink and I go back, I can refill it. It means there used to be a drink. And then when I go and refill, I don't pay for it again. I just go to the fountain and because the first act of me having the drink is I had to buy the drink. After that, now I have a cup. All I need is to refill. So God gives Adam power and says, replenish the earth, subdue it, control it.
Now, I want to point you to where his error is. Now, he's not the only one. However, if this is this powerful man of God who is in constant contact and commune with the Lord, he should know this. And even if he's just got basic Bible tools, he can see what the problem is. Now, the problem comes in our English translations, and really not even so much the translation, but our understanding. If we go to Genesis chapter 1, let's start in verse 27. Then God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, he created them. Now, the issue comes about in our translations. I'm going to switch from reading the NASB on the left side to the King James Version on the right, and this is the issue. And God said to them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it. The issue comes with this word replenish, if you see highlighted. However, on the left in the NASB, it's fill. The problem with this word is it's not even so much the problem with the word, it's the problem with our understanding. For example, in English, we'll say a word like reiterate. Well, the actual word is actually iterate. Reiterate has become a word, but reiterate and iterate both have the exact same meaning. It means to state something. Same thing with the word replenish. Because we see the prefix re, we think it's redoing something. But the word that's used here, and what I want to do is now I want to just go ahead and just bring the Hebrew over so we can see what the actual word is. The actual word that's used here is the Hebrew word malah, which is to fill. So God is not stating to refill. That's not his point. He's not saying to refill, to do it over again. No, he's stating to fill it. Fill it with who? With human beings. Fill the earth, replenish or plenish, both of those are words. Plenish the earth, replenish the earth, fill the word. Now, refill would be different. And we don't use that term because he's not saying to fill up again that was taken away, because he makes this point, the statement, that he thinks that God has the earth in chaos. He'll say that in a second. But simply, just to get some basic Bible tools, even if he doesn't know Hebrew, that's fine. Get your concordance. Get you some software that will tell you what this word means. And you'll see why other translations don't use the word replenish, because it can be confusing, even though the word replenish does not mean to refill something up.
So we saw the ability of God taking a world that is in chaos and restore it like nothing ever happened. And then God uses an insurance policy. He creates a man called Adam and gives him dominion and power and says, now I don't even need to visit earth as much. I have somebody that will represent me. Yes. Whom I have created in my image, in my likeness, that has my ability in him. This is why you are anointed.
Now, if you can see what he's saying, he's trying to make himself important. I don't know if you're catching that or not, because he says now he doesn't need to be here. He says the world was in chaos. And apparently he adopts this belief that there were people here before who were destroyed, these pre-Adamites, that civilization was destroyed and that God hovered over in judgment. The problem is, though, the Bible tells us that sin entered the world through Adam, not through someone else. And so why would God have destroyed the world? And to the point, why would God have on each day of his creation looked at it and said that it was good if there were dead bodies, there were bones, if there was abandonment, if there was destruction, chaos previous to this? Doesn't make any sense. Plus, he's adding to the text. The text doesn't say what he said. And we're told, do not exceed from what is written. But his point in saying so is that God no longer has to be present because he's put a man there that he's given authority, as he says, with the exact same abilities. That's nowhere in scriptures where we have the same abilities as God. We are not God. That's why he's dangerous. That's why he's like a Simon the sorcerer who in Acts 8, he wanted to be something special. Stay away from this person. He is as dangerous as they come. The problem is too many people aren't listening or paying attention to him. If there are those that continue to listen to him and follow him, you have absolutely no excuse. You literally have the scriptures to warn you.